Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But, oh methinks, how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires, like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a long man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 days will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our slumbers.
Go, Philostrate, stir up the Athenian youth to merriment. Wake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. This pale companion is not for our palm. Hippolyta, I woo thee with my sword, and one thy love doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy thee, Theseus, our re-owned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius, my noble lord. This man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander, and my gracious Duke. This man bewitched my bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes, and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast my moonlight at her window sung, with faint voice and verses feigning love, and stolen impression of her fantasy, with braces of thy hair, rings, gods, conceits, knacks, trifles, nosegays, sweetmeats, messengers, and strong prevailment and unhardened youth. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart. Turn her obedience which is due to me, to her stubborn harshness, and my gracious Duke, be it so she will not hear before her your grace. Consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you, your father should be a god, one that composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom you are but a form in wax, by him imprinted, and within his power to lead the figure, or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy man.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how I may concern my modesty, and such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die to death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether, if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun, for I to be shady, close to rude, to love a barren sister all your life, chanting fair hymns to cold, fruitless moon. Thrice blessed they that master so their blood to undergo such maiden pilgrimage, but earlier happy is the rose distilled than that which, withering on a virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies in a single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yield my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next moon, the sealing day betroth my love in me, for everlasting bond of fellowship. Upon that day, either prepare to die, for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia and Lysander, yield that crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him. She is mine, and all my right of her I estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage as Demetrius's. And which is more than all these boasts can be, I'm beloved of the beauteous Hermia. Why should I not prosecute my right? Demetrius avoided it to his head, made love to leader's daughter Helena, and won her soul as she, sweet lady devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconsistent man.
I must confess that I heard it so much, and with Demetrius thought I have spoke thereof, but being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aeneas, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia. Look, you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, to death or to a vow of single life. Come, my Hippolyta, what cheers, my love? Demetrius and Aeneas, go along. I must employ you in some business against our nuptial, and confer with you of something nearly that concerns yourself.
With duty and desire, we follow you.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Ah me, for aught that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history. The course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood,
O cross, too high to be enthralled to low.
or maggraft in respect of years,
O spite, too old to be engaged too young.
or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
O hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
Or if there was sympathy in choice, war, death, or sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as sound, swift as a shadow, short as any dream, brief as the lighting in the coiled night, that in spleen unfolds both heaven and earth, and ere man hath power to stay, behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up, so quick, bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers had been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our child patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancies, followers.
A good persuasion, therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee. And to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once, Helena, to observance to a morn of May. There I will stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which knitteth souls and prospers love, and by that fire which burned the Carthage queen, when the false Troyan under sail was seen, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me, tomorrow I truly will meet thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.